This time, they practiced long for the strenuous climb. With no strong harness, no delay, now is the moment, and this is the way, upward. This knitted cap they wear on their head, jammed on the pole, a flash of red. Courage it takes to leave the ground, and courage it takes to climb back down. Huzzah! It's a secret we know and expect each time the lobster backs will appear in the line. We know they lurk behind the trees to threaten our calm complacencies. Beware. Later on we'll parade and the show will end, but sometimes you know it isn't pretend. In real life, when the goals to which we aspire threaten to fall, and the mud and the mire hold fast. Our pantomime seems all in fun, but it isn't a magic trick to be done. It's bravery we'll witness here, to face real danger, climb through fear, determined. We'll stand together for our ideals, look up beyond what the haze conceals. Stand strong for justice, democracy, our beloved America. Blessed be. Remember.
Huzzah!
Congratulations.
Yeah! Liberty! Liberty or death! Liberty!
I don't answer to you! Whoa! Go!
Make him quiet, would you? Ah, yes. You see, the sunshine.
Do what you will.
The sun comes out.
We don't answer to this!
The sun comes out and all is well. Yes. Rejoice, people. Authority has arrived. Now, we were in the neighborhood and thought we would simply drop by and find out why you're all having this sad, you see. Perhaps one of you might explain? Well, yes, yeah, but you don't get the message. Now, General Gage is most upset with all of you, particularly this one. Push him around. him roughly. Well done.
Citizen.
Yes. Are there any of your select board people here today? How do you manage these people? It's a path to madness. I can see it in your eyes. You've already been affected. These boards and committees and all of that. Well, you've all been very naughty, so General Gage and I decided that what you all really need is a proclamation. They've been so effective before, we thought one more will do it. Now, by the way, I see these gentlemen and lady in their blue uniforms. You are from, what is it? The Air Force? Can we get one of those? I could really, we need to talk. Very good, thank you. Now, listen up. The Honorable Thomas Gage, Esquire, Governor and Commander-in-Chief in and over His Majesty's Province of Massachusetts Bay, a proclamation, whereas the infatuated multitudes, I think that's you, who have long suffered themselves to be conducted by certain well-known incendiaries and traitors in a fatal progression of crimes against the constitutional authority of the state, proceed on a course toward avowed rebellion.
Huzzah!
You don't need to be so enthusiastic. The good effects which were expected to arise from the patience and lenity of the king's government have instead been frustrated by the influence of the same evil counsels. The infringements being committed upon the sacred rights of the Crown and people of Great Britain are too many to enumerate on one side and all too atrocious to be palliated on the other. All unprejudiced people in this and the neighboring provinces will find, upon a transient review, marks of premeditation and conspiracy that justify the fullness of chastisement. That's a good word. The press, that distinguished appendage of public liberty, has been prostituted to those contrary purposes. The animated language of ancient times, calculated to promote the rights and interests of mankind, have been applied to countenance the most abandoned violations of these sacred blessings. To complete the horrid profanation of terms and ideas, the name of the Almighty has been introduced into the pulpits to excite and justify revolt and treason.
Huzzah!
Have we any members of the clergy here today? You've been very naughty. I want this to stop. While the resolves of the Provincial Congress have breathed nothing but war, while these two great and essential prerogatives of the king, the levying of troops and disposing of the public monies, are being wrested from him, and while magazines and armed assemblies of men, yes, like these, armed assemblies of men, unknown to the Constitution, for the declared purpose of levying war, you must acknowledge it is our duty, as it were the dictate of humanity, to prevent, if possible, the calamities of civil war. In this exigency, I avail myself of the last effort within the bounds of my duty to spare the effusions of blood, to offer in His Majesty's name the most gracious pardon to all who shall forthwith lay down their arms.
Never!
Take his name, would you? Stand distinct and separate from the parricides of the Constitution, and return to the duties of peaceable subjects, accepting only from the benefits of such pardon Samuel Adams and John Hancock,
They're heroes.
whose offenses are of too litigious a nature to admit of any other consideration than that of condign punishments. There's that word. Condign punishments. May God in His mercy restore to His creatures in this distracted land that system of happiness from which they have been seduced, the religion of peace and liberty founded upon law. given at Boston this day in the reign of His Majesty III, by the grace of God of Great Britain, France, and Ireland, King and Defender of the Faith. God save His Majesty the King! They love us. Well, we'll be on our way, and we're taking him with us.